Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. This article comes to you guys from Phone Arena. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys could check it out. So the Ookla results are finally here. It took a while, but they have finally been generated and put into an article, which is also linked in this article. So T-Mobile versus Verizon versus AT&T. The US 5G speed champion continues to extend its impressive lead. So let's talk about that a little bit. So T-Mobile has improved gradually on a quarter by quarter basis. So they went like from 250, 260. I think now they're like at 284. So they've been gradually increasing, especially after auction 108. They got another 20 or 25% boost in speed. But it's not really impressive as it once was because T-Mobile is now at scale. They hit 300 million pops. They have their auction 108 licenses now incorporated in the network. So the licenses have been widened in a lot of areas. In all of the areas by now that they got auction 108, the license has now been widened. So they now went from 80 to 180, 60 to 140, whatever it is in the counties. They have now done that. And their speed lead really didn't grow by that much. Right. So Verizon, for an example, they went from 133 to like 213 in like one quarter because they really scaled. The C-band in the top 200 million pops, or in the top markets, top 100 markets. They really scaled it. And now the reason they're not jumping as much is because they're scaling more in the suburban rural parts, and it takes a lot longer. So I think Verizon is settling somewhere around like 224. That's their average. And T-Mobile is at like 287. And you'll see that in the reports. So you can see T-Mobile went from 257 to 287, which is a decent jump. And then Verizon is at 224. And then AT&T is far behind at 145. So they got work to do. Right? But Verizon, I think they will jump again sometime this year. I'm thinking it'll be in the later parts of this year. They will have another big jump. And that's the jump I believe they will surpass T-Mobile or get within very close distance of T-Mobile. Even right now, the difference is it's to the average consumer, it's not noticeable. If you get 224 on Verizon and 287 on T-Mobile, there is no difference in performance. Everything loads the same between the two. Now, T-Mobile has a little bit more capacity to maybe offer FWA to a few more people, but you got to think of it. Verizon has roughly 40 more million pops to scale. T-Mobile's already at scale. They're probably not at like 305 or something like that. So T-Mobile doesn't have much more to grow. Verizon still has to get to 300. So they still have 40 more million pops to touch. They still have C-band to scale. So Verizon is going to continue growing that speed. And I think it'll be very rapidly. And we'll see that this year still. Very confident in that. Because I can see it. I see the tower crews working. They're scaling C-band. Even AT&T now with the whole Nokia to Ericsson rip and replace, AT&T will also get a bigger boost this year, but their biggest jump will probably be next year for AT&T. Verizon, they will have a big jump in speed still this year. Now, T-Mobile will probably still increase in speed too here and there a bit as they continue to add new sites and more densification in rural areas. But I think the biggest jump this year that we will see will be from Verizon. They are furiously scaling that C-band. Suburban areas, rural, wherever, they are adding it to new sites, new co-locations, upgrading sites. They are doing it all. So we will discuss this later in a longer video, but wanted to share this with you so you guys can get familiarized with the report, see what the stats look like. It's all listed, as you can see. There's the graph, and everything else is in this article. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. See y'all in the next one. Peace.